Hi guys, I'm just back again. From the last couple of videos I did, I found myself with a lot of questions concerning Boucher guitars, because I put one at the end of the last comparison videos we did, and I wanted to talk a little bit about them because I've gotten a lot of questions about them, especially from people south of the border who may not be familiar with, I think, Canada's best guitar builder right now. And so I wanted to take an opportunity to talk to you about how I got involved with them. I have endorsed dozens of companies over my 40 years in the business, and I often chose companies I thought were I try to find affordable instruments for people that are of high quality. And that's often, quite achievable, especially now as the technology is getting better and better. Like in the last comparison video, we looked at an $800 Alvarez against a $6,000 Martin, and a lot of people couldn't tell the difference. And so I still think that there are some cheap instruments, like under $1,000 or under $1,500 maybe, that you can buy that are going to be, perfect for what you want to do with them. But four years ago, I accidentally discovered Boucher through a friend of mine in Halifax that was actually repping the guitars in Nova Scotia, and he brought one to a festival I was playing. And so, to make a long story short, like this, well, actually, I'm probably making it longer, but the festival I was playing, the Stan Rogers Folk Festival in Canso, Nova Scotia, is a massive event. It's been going on for 22 or 23 years now. I've played almost every year there. And that particular weekend, I had a Sigma with me. Now, I loved Sigma because they were under German ownership, and the guitars were being built in the high-end shops in China. And they were building, Martin guitars with the Sigma name on them that were really incredible for the money they were charging. And so I had bought a limited edition Sigma, which was not cheap. It was nearly $3,000. And it was basically a D45 with a torch inlay on the headstock and like a real vintage-looking instrument. It was a beautiful instrument. It was a great guitar. But it was brand spanking new. And Canso, the town of Canso, where the festival is held, is well known for its high humidity. Often there's rainstorms every night during the nighttime concerts, and the rain goes across the stage sideways in the fog, and it's a seaside town. So I had gone out on stage, and with this brand new Sigma guitar that I liked it. It was a beautiful instrument, and it swelled up so bad I couldn't play it. It was so new, and it had never been exposed to that, like 100% humidity and very cold. And it swelled up so bad the action come, that high off the neck, and I couldn't use the guitar. I had to let it rest for a few weeks in proper humidity for it to come back to its proper shape. So the next day, my buddy came along and said, I have these guitars from Quebec, and we'd like to, really want you to try one. And he handed me this guitar. This is a BA 1015O. Well, who knows model numbers for companies? But anyhow, it's an OM body Studio Goose. And it's Bubinga back and sides, and the wood in the back of this guitar is just absolutely stellar. Beautiful tone wood, and it's bound in maple. It's got a beautiful mahogany neck. The top is just flawless. Matter of fact, most of Boucher's business is selling tops and sides to companies like Martin and Taylor and Gibson, and I think even Collings buys some wood from him, and a few other American companies. But anyhow, he brought this guitar down, and it had a K&K pickup already installed in it, which was beautiful. That's all I use. And I ended up going on stage with it, and when I come off the stage, I bought the guitar right on the side of the stage. Beautiful guitar. So I'm gonna pick something on it for you. So there's the Studio Goose OM. Basically a base model too. This is a no frills guitar, and the Studio Goose denotation is what they call all of their guitars. They brace a certain way to get a little bit of the bottom mud out of the guitar. And trust me, these guitars record so clean, and so the bottom end is gorgeous on these things. And I also like the fact that I'm using a capo on this guitar, and it doesn't lose any bottom end. When you can capo it all the way to the 10th fret, and it still doesn't lose any meat at all. Most times capos will kill a guitar, not the Bouchers. They can go out. You can just do anything you want to with them. And I call all my Bouchers are named, so I called this one the Ivory Girl, because she was so white, snow white when I got her. And she's darkened a little tiny bit, but she's 4 years old. And I've toured all over the world with this thing. I've had this to Italy and all across Canada and the United States. And there's a closer look at her headstock there. She's a pretty guitar. And anyhow, there's the Ivory Girl. And so stay tuned, because I have 8 Bouchers, and they're all different. And I'm going to tell you why I bought each one of them. And I'm going to go through all of them. The last one is going to be particularly special. So this was the Ivory Girl, the Boucher Studio Goose OM Bubinga back and sides. This guitar is very reasonably priced comparatively to the other makers. So I won't talk about price. I'll just tell you that if you wanted a guitar like this from the other maker, any other maker, you pay a lot more money than what Boucher is asking. And that goes for just about any guitar that they build. Incredible quality and a very intense sound and tone. So there's your OM. Bluegrass pickers actually love this guitar. I've seen guys play these in bluegrass bands here. They're that powerful. So anyhow, thank you for watching. Hit subscribe below if you want, and give me a like. And I'm going to keep showing you Bouchers. All right. I love yous all. See ya.